What's up, audience? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Nebula? What's up, Patreon? What's up, Instagram? What's up, Threads? What's up, X? What's up, Kick? What's up, Twitch? We got plenty guns. We got plenty clips. We got plenty guns. We got plenty clips. Let me stop. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the 16 personality types on this cool website called 16 Personalities. Now, this is valuable information to know, guys. It's good to know different types of people and their traits and stuff like that. So without further ado, I'm going to be taking a look at the introduction. I would do the whole thing, but my computer likes to act like it has no space on it, which is really annoying, but I'm going to go figure that out soon. So I can't yeah, that's that. But let's take a look at what this is talking about. Architects, INTJ personality type. INTJ-A, assertive, versus INTJ-T, turbulent. Architects are imaginative and strategic thinkers with a plan for everything. Inside of the day, architects are the most likely personality type to keep their social media profile info as private as possible. I can relate to that. INTJ. INTJ is the personality type with introverted, intuitive thinking and judging traits. These thoughtful tacticians love perfecting the details of life, applying creativity and rationality to everything they do. Their inner world is often a private and complex one. Thought constitutes the greatness of man. Man is a reed, the feeblest in nature, but he is thinking reed. I'm going to butcher her first name. Blaise Pascal. Believe. People with INTJ personality type architects are intellectually curious individuals with a deep-seated thirst for knowledge. I can respect that. INTJs tend to value creativity, creative ingenuity, straightforward rationality, and self-improvement. They constantly work towards enhancing intellectual abilities and are often driven by the intense desire to master any and every topic that piques their interest. Sounds like me. I could really relate to this personality type. As you guys know, I make a bunch of different types of videos, and I'm just trying stuff out, see what sticks, see what doesn't. But also gotta grind it out and, get to the bag. Logical and quick-witted INTJs pride themselves on their ability to think for themselves, not to mention their uncanny knack for seeing right through phoniness and hypocrisy. Because their minds are never at rest, these personality types may sometimes struggle to find people who can keep up with their non-stop analysis of everything around them. But when they do find like-minded individuals who appreciate their intensity and depth of thought, INTJs are profound, intellectual, stimulating relationships that they deeply treasure. INTJs form profound, intellectual, stimulating relationships that they deeply treasure. A pioneering spirit. INTJs question most things, basing their beliefs on solid evidence. I could really relate to that. Like, when it comes to religion, oh man, I could go on a whole tangent about religion, but I won't. Solid evidence, reasoning, and rationality. Many personality types trust the status quo, not me. relying on conventional wisdom and other people's expertise to guide their lives. But ever skeptical, INTJs personalities prefer to make their own discoveries. In their quest to find better ways of doing things, they aren't afraid to break the rules or risk disapproval. In fact, they rather enjoy it. But as anyone with this personality type would tell you, a new idea isn't worth anything unless it actually works. Yep, INTJs want to be successful, not just inventive. They bring a single-minded drive to their work, applying full force of their insight, logical, and willpower. They have little patience for anyone who tries to slow them down by enforcing pointless rules or offering poorly thought-out criticism. Though astute, observations are generally welcome. People with INTJ personality type, independent to the core, want to shake off others people's expectations and pursue their own ideas. This personality type is a strong independent streak. INTJs don't mind acting alone. In fact, they prefer their own company most of the time. Perhaps in part because they don't like waiting around for others to catch up with them. People with this personality type often have no problem making decisions without asking for anyone else's input. At times, this lone wolf behavior can come across as insensitive, as it fails to take into consideration the thoughts, desires, and plans. It would be a mistake, however, to view the INTJ personality as uncaring. Whatever the stereotypes about their stoic intellect, they feel deeply. When things go wrong, when they hurt others, when they are personally affected, and spend much time and energy trying to figure out why things happen the way that they did. These personalities may not always value emotion as a decision-making tool, and they have very hard time relating to people who lead with their hearts, but they are still authentically human. This low-key is sounding more and more. I can relate to this a lot. A thirst for knowledge. INTJs can be both the boldest of dreamers and the bitterest of pessimists. They believe that through willpower and intelligence they can achieve even the most challenging goals. They are firm believers that taking the easy way out in any given situation prevents people from achieving greatness. But these personality types may be cynical about human nature, more generally assuming that most people are lazy, unimaginative, or simply doomed to mediocrity. People with INTJ personality type derive much of their self-esteem from their knowledge and mental acuity. Or acuity. In school, they may have been called bookworms and nerds, but rather than taking these labels as insults, many people with this type embrace them. They recognize their own ability to teach themselves about and master any topic that interests them, whether that's coding, capoeira, or classical music. INTJs don't just learn new things for show. They genuinely enjoy expanding the limits of their knowledge. In their seemingly constant pursuit of knowledge, people with this personality type can sometimes be single-minded with little patience for frivolity, distractions, or idle gossip. Yeah, I don't like that shit either. That said, they are far from dull or humorless. Many INTJ personalities are known for their irreverent wit, and beneath their serious exteriors, they often have a sharp, delightful, sarcastic sense of humor. Social frustrations. INTJs aren't known for being warm and fuzzy. Ain't that the truth? They tend to prioritize rationality and success over politeness and pleasantries. In other words, they'd rather be right than popular. Hell yeah, heck yeah, bruh, heck yeah, bruh. And because these personalities value the truth and depth, many common social practices, from small talk to white lies, may seem pointless and downright stupid to them. As a result, they may irreverently come across as rude or offensive when they're only trying to be honest. At times, people with INTJ personality type may wonder whether dealing with other people is even worth the frustration. That's not me. That's not me. Well, in some ways, I can relate to that. But like any personality type, INTJs do crave social interaction. They just prefer to surround themselves with people who share their values and priorities. Often they can achieve this just by being themselves. When they pursue their interests, their authenticity can draw people to them, professionally, socially, and even romantically. The chess game of life. People with INTJ personality type are full of contradictions. They are imaginative yet decisive, ambitious yet private, and curious yet focused. From the outside, these contradictions may seem baffling, but they make perfect sense once you understand the inner workings of this personality type's mind. For these personalities, life is a giant game of chess, relying on strategy rather than chance. INTJs contemplate the strengths and weaknesses of each move before they make it. They never lose faith that with enough ingenuity and insight, they can find a way to win no matter what challenges might arise. Architects you may know. Friedrich Nietzsche. The Sith Lord himself, bruh. The Sith Lord himself. Friedrich Nietzsche, bruh. Dude, bruh. He that guy, bruh. What else? I just bought Beyond Good and Evil, and I don't understand a word he's talking about in that. It is a little bit over my intellect, but you gotta have a growth mindset and you gotta keep going. And I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna enjoy that book. Michelle Obama. That's my mama's sister, bruh. That's my auntie, bruh. I'm just playing. Elon Musk. Cool as so. A little bit jiggered though. A little bit jiggered, but cool. Christopher Nolan, the GOAT. One of the greats. One of the greats. Not the GOAT, but one of the greats. Could be on his way though. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Colin Powell, Samantha Power, Walter White, Breaking Bad. Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. Dang, Tywin Lannister was is INTJ. No wonder they said this is like the villain personality type, bruh. This the life of the villain. Yennefer Vengberg, The Witcher series. Oh yeah, Superman with the white hair, Henry Cavill. Okay, I didn't watch that. I'm gonna check that out. Gandalf the Grey, Katniss Everdeen, Seven of Nine, Star Trek Voyager, Jay Gatsby. Well, guys, oh, I just totally skipped over Katniss. Let me know if you guys want me to cover the strengths and weaknesses and the other stuff for these personality types. Also, let me know some other good articles to read on this channel. And without further ado, it's your man's Revinwilly signing off.